Section number 2, Solar Plant Financial Model, considering 75% loan and 25% equity investment. Lecture number 7, Calculation of equity turnaround, internal rate of return, net present value and payback period calculation. Learning objectives of lecture number 7 is: learner should able to understand calculation of equity internal rate of return and project internal rate of return. Learner should able to understand calculation of net present value of a solar project. Learner should able to understand calculation of cumulative saving over 25 years of solar power generation. Learner should able to understand calculation of exact payback points. In this lecture, we are going to consider or we are going to calculate the net present value, internal rate of return and payback period. In the earlier lecture, we have seen the parameters which are required to formulate the Excel sheet. We have also seen the loan repayment schedule. We have seen the profit and loss account statement, tax calculation, debt service coverage ratio. In this lecture, we are going to see the calculation of internal rate of return. There are basically the two internal rate of return in this case we are going to calculate. The first is internal rate of return on the equity investment and internal rate of return in the project investment. As we know, the number of year that we are starting our solar project is the date of commissioning is 1st of December 2018. So we just copy the date of 1st of December, that is the date of commissioning of our solar project. Then the first financial year we have taken as 31st of March 2019. So we just copy the value of 31st of March 2019. Simultaneously we plot the dates. The next parameter is the net equity cash flow. As we know, 25% equity we have invested in this project. So the 25% of total installation cost is 6,18,750 rupees. This equity value will going to get considered as a equity investment. As we are doing the investment or the customer is doing the investment in the net equity cash flow, therefore we are putting here a minus sign. Again, the net equity cash flow for the first year is nothing but the net cash flow that we have calculated, which is 1,22,138 rupees in the first year of commissioning. So likewise we copy the net equity cash flow over the 25 years that we have calculated in the lecture number 5. The next parameter is the equity turnaround. Equity turnaround is nothing but whatever the equity we have invested that we are copying here. We are putting the same minus sign because it is an investment. Equity turnaround for the next year we can calculate simply by adding the equity turnaround in the earlier year plus the net equity cash flow in the current year. By doing this calculation up to the 25 years, we can calculate the equity turnaround the project. The next parameter we are going to calculate is the equity investment, that is the equity internal rate of return on investment. So we can calculate the IRR value by using the formula of XIRR, that is the XIRR command activates and calculate the internal rate of return. So in this case we need to consider the net equity cash flow from first year of commissioning up to the 25th year we need to consider here, comma, the date from which it is started, the date we need to consider from date of commissioning up to the 25 years, bracket complete, multiplied by 100. From this we can calculate the equity internal rate of return is 62.52%. The next parameter is under consideration is the project internal rate of calculation. The year we will go to simply copy from the above terms, that is 1st of December 2018. From date of commissioning up to the 25 years we copy here. The net project cash flow is nothing but how much amount of investment we have done considering the loan and considering the equity. The investment we have done over the total cash inflow, that is plus term loan plus equity, is 24,75,000. This is the total investment over the project. We are putting here minus sign because it is an investment under consideration. From the first year onward, we're going to see, or we're going to copy the value of cash flow or the net cash flow that we have calculated in the lecture number 5. The cash flow or total cash flow in the first year is 1,22,138 rupees. This total cash flow we're going to copy here up to the 25 years. By using the same formula of internal rate of return, that is X IRR calculation, we're going to consider the project cash flow from first year of commissioning up to the 25 year, comma, the date from which we have started our project. Bracket complete, multiplied by 100. From this we can get the internal rate of return over the project is 16.89%. There has been a decrease of internal rate of return compared to the equity internal rate of return, because we have taken the loan and we need to pay the loan repayment or the total payment obligation in the every year or the every quarter basis. Therefore, the project internal rate of return is 16.89%. Cumulative saving over the project lifespan is nothing but the equity turn around the project that we have calculated up to the 25th year. The end of a 25th year divided by 1 lakh, we just calculating with the help of this. We divided the 1 lakh, so we are getting the single digit calculation. So here we are getting the cumulative saving over the project life is 123.58 lakh rupees. So we have done the cumulative saving over a project is 123.58 lakh rupees. NPV, net present value, we can calculate by a simple formula, that X NPV formula. With the help of X NPV formula, we can calculate the net present value. To calculate this value, we have to consider the 10% of discount. This discount rate is varies according to the state to state or the person to person who is calculating basically. In this case or case study, we are taking the net present value discount rate is 10%. Then we are going to add the net equity cash flow from the first year to the 25th year, like this, comma, the date from which we have started our project. Bracket complete, divided by 1 lakh rupees. So we are get the value in terms of digit, like this. So the net present value of a project is 35.37 lakh rupees. As we know, we have invested 24.75 lakh rupees and our net present value of a project is 35.37 lakh rupees. Next, we are going to see the rough payback period in the years. When we see the equity turn around the project, for the first financial year it is minus, second financial year it is minus, but third financial year it is plus. So therefore the rough payback period to achieve the break-even point is the 2 years basically. So we consider here rough payback period are 2 years. Now we are going to calculate the exact payback point by using the formula, by taking a reference of rough payback period minus, we use the index command to calculate it. Index in a bracket, we need to consider the equity turn around the project over the 25 years, comma, the reference of a rough payback period plus 1, bracket complete, divided by, again we are going to use the index command in bracket. Now we are going to select the equity turn around the project over the 25 years, comma, the reference of a rough payback period plus 1 and bracket complete. By using this formula, we can calculate the exact payback point in the formula basically. By using this formula, the exact payback point we can calculate it as 2.26 years. So as we see, the equity turnaround the project in the first year is minus, second year is minus, but on the third year it is positive. So we can say the break even point from which we can recover our equity and start benefiting from the solar system is the 2.26 is the exact payback period. So basically when we see the equity internal rate of return in the calculation is higher, the project internal rate of in the calculation is 16.89 is lower because we are taking the 75% loan and 25% of equity. The cumulative saving over the project is 123.58 lakh rupees. The net present value is 35.37 lakh. Rough payback period is 2 years and exact payback points is 2.26 year over the 25% of equity investment.